Hey guys, thank you for tuning in again for the third edition of Muscle Mondays. This week we're going to talk about the trapezius, aka the traps. This muscle is very big, it's very large, it starts up by your spine, it extends all the way down to the bottom of your thoracic spine, so that's all the way to your lower back, and it's going to reach out to different parts of your scapula. What that means is because that muscle is so large, it's going to do a lot of different things. This muscle allows you to shrug your shoulders up, it allows you to shrug your shoulders back, and it allows you to bring your shoulder blades down and together. The upper fibers that sit higher up in the muscle are actually going to help with your neck extension and does some rotation and some tilting side to side as well. When you think about the traps, I just want you to think about that really big muscle at the top of your upper back. And here's the image, like we talked about last week, guys, that inner border of the muscle, you can see it reaches all the way up to the base of your skull, it goes down to your mid-back, and it reaches out to different parts of your scapula. Every different angle that you could think about bringing that shoulder blade towards your spine, that's what this muscle does. Moving into your exercise demonstrations, we're going to start with a machine, and it's going to be your shoulder press. Anything overhead, guys, works your traps. So as you lower the machine down, really focus about the motion above your shoulders. When your elbows go above your shoulders, that's going to be a lot of your traps involved into this exercise. So sit up tall, keep your back flat, and extend overhead. Our second exercise is going to be a bodyweight exercise. It's an inverted row with an overhand grip. So just like last week we did the underhand grip for your inverted row, this time we're going to flip our hands over, and I want to keep my elbows wide into the sides. Okay, I'm trying to make a T at the top, and then I'm going to lower back slowly. That overhand grip, bring your elbows wide, is going to focus on your traps as opposed to your rhomboids. Our dumbbell exercise today is going to be the farmer's walk. This exercise is pretty simple to do. Find anything heavy, whether it's dumbbells or really anything you have lying around. Stand up as tall as you can, raise your shoulder blades up, and go for a walk. Keep the weights off of your body so they're not bouncing off of your legs, and your shoulders are going to feel it. You also feel this in your forearms. It is a great grip exercise, but the elevation at your shoulders is going to target those traps really well. Our barbell shrug for the day is going to be utilized an overhand grip. I'm going to grab the barbell, stand up as tall as I can. I'm going to make sure my head is in a neutral position, and I want to elevate my shoulders up and back. Most times when people do shrugs, they forget that retraction. We've talked about this is a huge muscle, so make sure you hit it in all angles for maximum benefit. On the cable machine, we're going to do an exercise called a face pull. Use a rope attachment here, or something that you can spread out as you pull. You want to stabilize the cable about face height, for obvious reasons why the name is called a face pull. Use an overhand grip as you grab onto the rope, and I want you to pull, keeping your elbows high, and try to touch your nose to the silver attachment point. Don't actually do that, guys, it's kind of gross. Stop before you really touch your nose. And using our bands, we're going to do an angled shrug. I'm going to attach the band to a low-lying point. I'm going to stand at a slight angle to the band, and I want to pull up and back. Just like I did with my barbell shrugs, I want to make sure that I get retraction. The angle on this film is kind of hard to see, but I want to make sure that my hand's extended out a little bit off my side, so I'm actually pulling up and back and bringing my shoulder towards that ear. My recommended stretch is going to be a simple ear to shoulder stretch. I'm going to take my right hand behind my back. If I need to, I can secure it with my left hand, and I'm going to tilt my left ear to my left shoulder. This will stretch out the right part of my trapezius. You can also do various angles in your head position here. So as my ear comes to my shoulder, I'm stretching out the majority of it. I can tuck my chin down. That'll get more of those inner fibers. You'll really feel that in the back. Or if the front of your neck is tight, this isn't typically your trapezius stretch, but you can look up and back depending on which muscles are most sore. That was your trapezius video for the week, guys. Thank you again for tuning into Muscle Mondays, and I look forward to talking to you next week.